Well, welcome back. Back at it again. I haven't talked about it too much, but a big part of being sustainable out in a place like this is permaculture. So I'll walk you around and show you a few things that I've started on that. It's a long process, of course, but if you do it right the first time, it doesn't require a whole lot of maintenance. So let's go. So the biggest thing as far as that I've done is the pond, which what that is the end of property catchment for all the micronutrients and organic material that would get washed down from the higher section of the property. So that's kind of a trap for it. I'll be doing some more things on the exit of the little creek to slow down the water so it'll drop all that material. And then later I can use a pump at the bottom of it to draw all that good, rotten material back out and use it to enrich the soil here. There's something moving in the water. I'm going to build a little check levee here between this New Mexican olive and the side of this embankment I built up. And then on the other side, I'll do the same thing. I'll build it out kind of in a circular shape, as the water comes down this way. So I want it to have a good strong back on it in case I get a hard rain. So I'm going to build one right here, and then another one right there where you see that yucca. I'm going to build another one right here, all the way over to this side. And it'll be, the top of it will be the same height all the way across. What that does is it allows the water to build up behind it, fill up, and then cascade over the top, but at the same, amount all the way across. Because if you have one side that's lower, that water is going to come rushing through there and tear out that little dike or levee. So that'll make the water slow down and drop the sediment that's in it. The little, microparticles and organic material will settle on there. Every couple years, you can come back through and pull that, material out. It's good. It'll be good topsoil. I'm also saving all the soil that's along this creek bed's about as good as it's going to get out here. It's not perfect, but it's the best I have to work with so far. So anywhere I'm digging along the edge of one of these little creeks, I'm piling the soil up. Like that little pile right there, because that came from within 20 feet of this creek. So it's good soil. I'm going to save that. I'll stockpile it over there. I'm going to save a 50-foot section before the edge of the property to stockpile this topsoil and the organic material that I raked up over there when I cleared that brush and stuff out. The biggest thing we want to do is to try to keep as much water on the property as possible. Slow it down where you can. Build little ponds to let it pool and soak into the ground. Also, swells on contour in areas where you can do that. I'm going to employ a few methods. Civil pasture model. I do plan on having some animals out here later, once I'm out here permanently. Also the key line permaculture method. I've got some areas where that could be utilized for sure. I'll go over here and show you what I've got going on the road. So far this morning I hauled 2 more loads with the dump trailer, and I went ahead and spread it on the direction of that opposite direction of the road that I really need to build, but it's going to speed up the process if I can get this section built. Now if I can pull forward with the truck, it'll make a big difference on how far up this. This doesn't look very steep in the video, but it's still got a pretty good pitch to it. So far I've made it that far. I probably need to go about 100 feet or so, just to make sure that when I pull in here with the truck, you know, when I pull in, I can get the trailer straight. Because if I can't get the trailer straight, I don't have any room to maneuver to straighten it out. So I'll probably go to where you see this yucca and that one, probably just past that yucca over there. And this road's going to just keep going right through there. Now later I'll take it all the way down to where that high ridge is over there and turn and go that direction with the road. That'll give me easy access to the back side of this, the south 40 acres section. And of course, that direction will be the road that I really want to get done during this time I have to work with the machine. That's a pretty good drop off down there. Those yuccas are probably 7 feet tall or so. I'm going to build rock on all along this edge later once I get it you know, situated the way I want it. This is part of the permaculture as well. This road, to keep the erosion in this road would be as level as I can make it through here. And it's also going to pitch slightly back towards this hill that's coming down. And on this inner edge, I'm going to cut a little bar ditch and put this rock in there, and that'll slow that water down. And as it goes that way, there's another little rainy weather creek that comes through that'll feed the pond as well. I'm going to make right at the end before it dumps into it, I'll make it curve up, so that'll trap water all along the edge of this road. And once it gets too high, before it comes over the road, it'll dump out that end. But I want it to soak into this soil here, which will help everything green up along this edge. It'll be real nice and green along the edge of the road and on the lower side of this from that moisture that gets trapped when it does rain. So I'll continue that bar ditch all the way down. Of course, at one point, it's going to have to curve back up, so that's just going to have a bunch of rock to help slow down the water. And later, I may build up some terraces across here, and possibly plant some date palms or something like that. So that'll take a lot of this water off the, you know, off rushing down the side of the hill here. That'll keep all my nutrients where they should be. Well, I guess I'm going to have to pull the trailer forward. That tire is about 6 inches off the ground there. It's not touching at all. So all I've got left of what I've already sifted is this little pile right here. I'm going to finish moving that this morning. And then I've got all this to sift through. What I'm going to do is knock it down to about 3 foot thick. That'll make it easy for me to pull that rake through and pull all the rock out. I'll probably also sift through that and get that out of here. Then I'll just be left with the rock. Once all this dirt's moved, I'll go ahead and put the rock, you know, along this edge here. Anything I have left, I'll use elsewhere, but I don't think I'm gonna have too much left out of it. See you on the next one.